Can you hear Charles on the stream? No, sorry, Skatey. I've got Charles muted because he's taking a work call right now. I did it on purpose. Who needs Charles anyway, right? You're muted. They can't hear you. Well, I
Yeah.
figured you didn't want a work call. You're not muted anymore, but I figured you didn't want your work call on the stream. So,
I don't. It'd be boring to everybody else. I don't really care.
well, it just sounded like you were talking about teaching
Yeah.
displays, presentations
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
with someone who
Uh.
didn't quite understand how their own presentation worked.
A little bit. That was a little bit of it, but she also blew through it. And well, you know what? 2 hours is not bad for that particular lecture she was doing, but she's got to fill 4 hours. So she got
Oh.
to the end of it, like, I don't know what to do now. So I was trying to help her with things to do.
So she took a 4-hour lecture and turned it into a 2-hour lecture.
Ish, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was for anybody who's interested. It was cellular biology for the EMT. So it's a little simplistic in cellular biology, but still, you could do 4 hours easy on that topic because this is a big topic.
Yeah, but that's not exactly one you want to teach off the cuff either.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You know, I don't know that I could do 4 hours on it because you have to understand it to add in between the slides. You know, that's where that expanse comes is really understand and Ooh, I don't like cell bio. At least it's not micro. Microbiology's.
My sister-in-law was a microbiologist. She did cancer research in Pennsylvania, at least until she married my brother and became a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. Purposefully muting. That's not a thing. Whatever. Who said? I can't even see who said. Oh, Nicole. How dare you? Squishy twitchy.
Yeah.
Now I'm really not sure you're not a bot. All right, you ready to go? Because I'm ready to go.
Yeah, let's fight. I'm ready.
No, not like that.
I just gotta. You've already taken an arrow to the knee. I just gotta use that to your disadvantage. Hi, KiltedPipeGuy. Thanks for joining us.
We can't start if you keep talking, Joe.
Hello and welcome to the Pokemon GO Podcast.
No, that's mine tonight. No, bad jokes. Hello, welcome to Pokemon GO Podcast, where we talk about all the awesome things and sometimes the not so awesome sauce that happens in the week. I am Joe_Ard. That's the Rock Out Podcast thing right there, and we're going to talk some Pokemon.
I don't want to be. Can I be a Coverville or something? I don't want to be Rock Out.
All of us want to be Coverville, but nobody can be. I think Coverville is more of a title. Like when Brian Ibbett passes it on, then the next person will be Coverville.
Like Johnny Lingo. Actually, no one's gonna get that. No one's gonna understand.
I don't understand that movie.
It's a Disney movie that basically nobody saw.
You should have said the Dread Pirate Roberts. Then maybe people would.
That's true. They would get that one.
Yeah,
but it's the same. It's a similar concept to the Dread Pirate Robert. Anyway. Pokemon, they're great.
Experiences of the week. Week. Joe, what have you got?
Now, do you have an experience of the week, or do you have a week experience?
We'll let the audience decide.
Okay. All right. So this week, I hatched a couple of Dwebble, which is fun because I've seen them occasionally on my radar, but I haven't actually been able to find one. So that's fun in and of itself. Hatched a couple of them. I finally hatched a Golett to go with that traded Golurk that I've got. I found a Timber raid finally, so I'm sitting on my Timber. I've got to get some more candy for it, though. I'll probably end up pumping.
He's such a cool little dude.
Oh yeah, with his little ponytail mullet in the back and. Yep. Fun time.
Well, coolness factor just dropped, but other than that.
No, I know you love the mullet, even if it's secretly when you're in a closet.
This show brought to you by Dr. Pepper.
Nope.
I don't have any
Dr. Pepper tonight, nor Mountain Dew. This is straight Joe. Anyway.
Take your Adderall, Joe.
I've never had Adderall.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I don't think so.
So I like Dwebble. That's cool.
Yeah, fun time. It's been a good week. Good week.
That's awesome.
Got myself a new Shadow Hitmonlee.
All right.
That's fun as well.
So
Pokemon.
Let's see. Actually, I think I might have put this one on. Yeah, this one I tried to delete my phone. I take screenshots so I remember what I've done through the week, right? So because as everybody's listening to the show in the past knows, I'm like, yeah, I kind of remember, but I can't get to it. Then Joe be in the middle of a story, like, wait, I remembered. It was this cool thing. So I take these shots. I think
you just need to stick your experiences of the week in our chat with the experiences of the week, and then
I thought about doing that.
Then you can be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
But to me, it kind of spoils the surprise of coming out to the show and listening to it for us to talk about. But maybe I should. But I got a Joltik. Did I talk about that before? Getting a Joltik?
No.
Okay, so
I've tried to get a Joltik because it's been raining like crazy here, and I'm pretty sure Joltik only spawns in the rain. At least that's the rumor, and that's the only
Yeah.
time I've seen it on my radar. But yeah, I've had a couple of Joltik appear on my radar, and I've gone out of my way to try to get to there, and they've despawned like 3 times on
Okay.
me before I.
I must have got it right after the show because according to my photo, it says something about Thursday the 6th. So it must have been right after the show that night or something. Then I finally catching up to Joe. I got Saturday. I got this cool little gibble.
Gibble's
So
fun.
gibble, yep. And then let me go back because I only had 2 others, but they were cool. Oh yeah. So I thought I was gonna get a cool Batman kind of Pokemon. Instead, I got Luminion, whatever. Because the shadow's like,
Very
holy cow, that's like a wicked bat, and it's not. It's a weird fish. And then right after that, I got Basculin because the rain and fish and all that goes together. So
yeah, it's been flooding here the last couple of weeks. Our schools have closed for flooding.
we didn't quite
Well,
close.
they've closed 2 days, I should say.
Yeah. Um, yeah, there was issues here as well. It wasn't quite. I mean, around in the area we had some flooding and enclosures, but our particular county did not have that happen. But yeah, that was my run this week, and it's really really cool. So nice new Pokemon out there, right? Oh, you got your actually look at that.
Oh yeah.
But it's so Discord experiences of the week. If you'd like to be in our Discord to share your experiences with everybody in the world, come on over to patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast, and you can support the show. And I think any amount of supporting the show gets you into the Discord. It might be $1 an episode. Patreon has shifted how they do things a little bit, and we haven't had time to go and clean it up and catch it up. So I'm not sure if it's any amount or $1 an episode, but basically for the low price of less than a cup of coffee, you can too be in our Discord and share. But Terry Wolf got said wiped out Sierra's whole team with this Lucario, and it's a CP 2495 Lucario. It's pretty nice. Popeye, ooh, got him a shiny. Is that a shiny Spinda?
Are you just ignoring Nicole?
I can't see. If I'm looking at Discord, I can't see the chat, Joe.
I'm talking about Discord.
No, that was the night up. Oh, right after the show ends. Yep. Okay.
She got herself a shiny not to.
Okay.
But yes.
I saw the date. So I did see the 2/6. I knew that was the date. I wasn't ignoring Nicole. I just saw the date, went to the next day. Sorry, Nicole.
But you're right. Popeye did get a shiny Spinda.
Yeah. He looks sick. I mean, because all the dizziness on his eyes and his ears, he actually looks sick, which is fun to me. Terry, God, man, that Tornadus or whatever, that's such a weird thing. I am skipping some of Terry's. Terry gets a lot of stuff. Shiftworks got a wild shiny Apom. Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Popeye got a Gabite, a wild Gabite.
That's Gibble's evolved form.
Yeah. No, I figured. And since he said wild, and that's interesting now. Is that going to be a thing more and more of the evolutions showing up and not just the bottom level Pokemon?
Who knows with Niantic? It varies by the week.
Yeah. It's cool. I always find it like, oh, even if I already have it, if I see the evolved form that I already have, I'm like, oh, that's nifty. You don't see that very often. Let me just go ahead and grab one of those.
Yeah. If I had found a Gabite or however you pronounce it, I definitely that's Silver Pin app all over.
Gotcha.
Over that thing.
Gotcha. Terry posted his battles. He got rank 9. It looks like.
He
49
has less than 50% win rate.
I know. I'm noticing that. I was blown away. 49 wins, 105 battles, won 7 in a row is his longest. And what's this little baby here?
Blue Shellos?
Is that a shell? Yeah, it is a Shellos, isn't it?
Yeah, so here we have the pink Shellos. And so he got himself a blue Shellos, which is a regional. So he's just showing that he traded for it.
Nice. Okay. Well, very good for you, Terry. So
I'm sure
that
Nicole has some blue Shellos.
And come back to chat.
I don't know why that's funny.
I'm not laughing at that. No, I come back to chat on twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast. And it's just Nicole trolling me. I'm like, going on my show now. you and Joe tag team me every week. And, you know what, Joe?
You're just such an easy target.
I know. I was going to say, and it wasn't a joke. I was going to say, you just need to have her on as a host. But then I realized she can't because of the time difference. It doesn't work. So I wasn't going to be mean about it. Like,
she's here as our moderator.
It's a volume thing because she is 6, 7 hours, 8 hours ahead of us. So it's like 2 in the morning or something like that. There, it's pretty late. So it's a volume thing.
So she would have to whisper or whatever because
the whole show would be Joe like Nicole's talking like this. Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, so it'd be and maybe it's Pokemon Go ASMR. You know, we could do that. So, but we got a whole lot of headlines, right, Joseph?
Yeah.
So, well, and I'm assuming these are in order.
Yes.
So Barry didn't come through. You know, he didn't let me know we're going to Liverpool, so I didn't get us the Liverpool passes. But you know, we got a Safari Zone gonna be in Liverpool coming up Friday, April 17th. That's gonna be the first one of the year, right? Yeah.
Or a couple weeks, couple months. It's some measurement of time.
Difference.
Yeah. But yeah, so like you said, that's Friday, April 17th, and it's that weekend, so it's till Sunday the 19th. And they have specifically announced that there will be increased rates for Krabby, Dratini, Chinchou, Unknown V, and Oshawott. So
V,
apparently Relicanth will also be there. So
yeah, and they usually do that for an event. They'll bring in a regional from somewhere else in the world and do that.
And KiltedPipeGuy says you can still get those tickets.
I said they actually release in 7 hours.
Yeah, they go live in 7 hours is what KiltedPipeGuy said.
So you know what? I'll just make this a standing offer to any of our listeners. I will buy
our live listeners.
Yeah. No. Well, I guess it could sell out, but
they're gonna sell out.
I mean, in a couple hours. But you know, it doesn't have to be Liverpool, right? There's a number of Safari Zones around the world. The standing offer is, I will buy the Safari Zones tickets for us. You just got to get me there and give me a place to sleep and eat. That's all I'm saying. You know, so I will be more than happy to hang out with KiltedPipeGuy in Liverpool. As long as that airplane ticket shows up in my email, I'm good to go.
KiltedPipeGuy is flipping that for you. He'll buy your ticket if you get there.
Yeah, that's it. That's not the offer. The offer is I will give you the celebrity experience at the Safari Zone. You can hang out with me all day long.
I'll bring a bagel with you.
Bagel couldn't even get into the press tent at Chicago.
Bagel.
But yeah,
we love Bagel. He's fun.
But I mean, and we already know if we can get to these places, we can get the press passes and whatnot, which actually is a really cool thing. And we, Dead to Me went with us to lunch at a press booth last year. So that was really cool. But yeah, February 14th is when it goes on sale. So I'm just waiting for somebody to hit me up and say, hey, I got you, boo. You buy those passes and get us some press tickets. We'll go. And we'll do it.
You know what? Even Zensalu got into the press tent this last year.
That's who I just said. He Dead to Me went to lunch with us.
That's right. I forgot because that's not his nickname in Discord anymore. Because you acknowledged him like a month ago. So
you know, everybody makes mistakes in life. What can I say? But here's some other stuff that goes on. 10 City Explorer raids on a 72-hour timer will take place in the city with partnerships throughout the city, blah, blah. Access to these raids will be included in the City Explorer Pass. No premium battle passes needed. That's nifty. And I think, Joe and I were talking, I don't think I'm able to go to Go Fest this year. We're guessing it's going to be in July, and I already have actually 2 cons I'm doing back to back in July for my company, the Con Mods, theconmods.com. Check it out. But yeah, we're doing Tampa and then taking a weekend off and then turn around and doing Atlanta right after that for the same company, the same convention company. So I won't be able to do it, but I would love to be able to do one of these safaris, right? Because I think there's one in Philadelphia, right, this
Yes.
year. I may be able to swing that, but it's different. So the idea is not just go to a park, and which is a lot of fun. Joe and I were talking about that. So it's still a lot of fun, no matter how hard both of our first years were going travel wise. It still was a blast. And then
There's a
last year,
reason why we drove
yeah,
last year.
there's a there is indeed, and it still was a blast. It was a great time. But I like this idea of you go throughout the city and you find out, and so you're exploring a new place with essentially an electronic guide and surrounded by people who are also doing the same thing. So it's a lot of fun there. It just sounds cool. We talked about Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres will be able to be there in the 5-star raids. Legendary Pokemon and X-ray Pokemon are available in general while the Safari Zone is running. I will be appearing in 2 5-star raids. The other 4 raids will feature 1 raid battle each from each level difficulty from 1-star to 4-star. That's just nifty, right?
Well, and it's especially interesting because the last couple of Go Fests they've actively avoided raids, and at the very end, after most people had already left, if you'll recall, they did the raid test in Chicago, where they put, what was it, like 13 gyms just randomly there with Meowth raids to stress test the servers. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so, I I think that this is going to be indicative of all of the live events this year. I wouldn't be surprised if there are raids happening at all of the live events this year.
Yeah, because we definitely didn't get them, except the test afterwards,
Yeah.
but they shut down raids. Yeah. Then you get the half hatch distance, and this because I've done Go Fest. Or I don't know why I try to say the whole thing. Because I've done Go Fest, this sounds like a really cool, different type of experience I want to try. It gives me a ton of reason to get out there and go play. And you got exclusive field research, of course. Regular lure modules will last 4 hours if placed by city explorers within the city. All trainers will benefit from those lure modules and 1 hour instance duration within the city, as opposed to a half hour, right?
I'm yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the lore modules don't just last for the whole event. I don't think it'll be an issue. I think
But
once it expires, they'll just
yeah,
drop it. But
oh, I think it's because one, obviously at night it's going to shut down, right? Because it's a 72-hour event
well,
that
yeah.
happens.
No,
So
I'm
it's a
just
3 day.
talking
Yeah.
because they're probably have what 8 or 9 hours during. Well, I guess it's the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I mean because of everything else that's there. You have to have the pass it triggers on your game and all this other stuff. But if I'm an explorer, well, let's reverse it. If you're an explorer and I'm a regular player, I don't get to see anything else that you're seeing as far as the raids and everything else, except if you throw that module on, everybody gets to benefit from it. I get to see that. So
Maybe
um, I don't know. I don't know. It's just different.
because
Huh?
I doubt that. No, it says all trainers will benefit from it. Well, I was just thinking about GoFest, and I'm like, they wiped out everything except for that one Make a Wish stop in the park for GoFest, but they're not doing that for this. Hmm. It'll be interesting to see how this goes as far as an overall experience because this is their first time in Liverpool, so they don't have the same, I guess, experience. They don't have the
Yeah.
expertise because they've gone to Chicago the last 3 years, whereas Liverpool they haven't gone there. So there'll be a lot more unknown factors that they're going to have to bring in. I'm curious to
Well,
see how this goes, and
yeah.
I hope that the servers can handle it, because as far as I know, the rating is the most
Right.
CPU
Most demanding.
intensive, most
Mhm.
resource demanding thing in the game.
You know, odd thought here, right? Um, Niantic, I don't think they're owned by Google anymore, but I think they probably still use Google servers. So does Stadia, right? Stadia is the new Google online platform for gaming. And I'm wondering if maybe there's not a B2B, a business to business backend that says, hey, instead of normal servers, we've mastered this. You can pay to be on this kind of gaming server, which will be way better for you. We
Well,
don't
and
know. We don't get reports on that kind of tech.
maybe they've got scaling virtual servers that they can just spin up new servers to handle the load.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of companies are doing that now. Is where if their servers are getting tapped out, they can spin up virtual servers temporarily to help lighten the load. And so
Yeah.
maybe I don't know what their infrastructure's like. So
But the other thing is the thing that always gets you in Chicago is the cell signal. Not a problem. Excuse me, not a problem here because it's spread out over the whole city, right? We're not in one little geographical area. We're all over.
yeah, that's true. With this one, it is in the whole city. So
So that's really cool. That's really cool, man. I dig it. I thought there was some more. I thought I saw something in our news that was going on, but guess what tomorrow is, Joe? As of this
um,
recording.
it is the day before you can get a lot of 50% off chocolate.
That is correct, sir. It's like Christmas Eve. It's half off Eve in my house, but it's also Valentine's Day for everybody who is suckered by the Hallmark holiday and gets into it. And we get a whole lot of pink Pokemon, don't we?
We sure do. A
Except
whole
I'm
lot.
hoping for because the love fish, I'm hoping for the golden one, right? Because that's the shiny. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. The
yeah,
gold.
that's all.
Well,
That's
because it's a gold. Well, this isn't. This is a different fish.
is it?
Sorry,
Oh,
I
okay.
was
It just kind of
thinking.
looked like a love fish from here on the
Yeah, no,
screen.
no, no. It still is similar, but it's not. Which I'm sure that the heart fish will be. Why am I blanking on that one's name? The
Because I
heart
said the wrong
fish
thing first.
Pokemon. Um, Luvdisc. I'm thinking
That's
of
it.
Luvdisc. This one is Alomomola. Um, and so Luvdisc has the gold coloration, but Alomomola is actually its shiny is purple, and we don't even know if we're getting the shiny because this is its
Yeah, that's fair.
this is its first appearance in Pokemon Go. But yeah, pink Pokemon in general will be appearing more in the wild, in eggs, and in field research. On the graphic itself, it has Arduino hanging out in the background.
Okay, I was going to ask who
Uh,
that was in the background.
Arduino.
Arduino.
Arduino. Arduino. Whatever it is. I keep wanting to say Arduino because
Right.
that's a tech company. But no, it's not Arduino.
Audino is how the
Arduino.
book says it.
And then
Audino.
Slowpoke, Lickitung, Happiny, Hoppip, and then the Alomomola are specifically shown in the graphic. Those are not the only peak Pokemon in the game, and they're not the only ones mentioned in the post itself. In the post itself, it also talks about Lickitung is featured. Porygon, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Tyrogue, Smoochum, and Luvdisc. And those are all going to be appearing in 7K
7Ks.
eggs along with
Yeah.
Lickitung and Happiny. Shiny Chansey will be available.
And Shiny Happiny as well.
Yeah, well, Happiny's the baby form of Chansey.
Oh, yeah. Now I get this is part of the game. This is why not Pokemon Go specifically, just Pokemon in general. I hate the rarity thing. It's just not my style of play. And it's talking about the Audino and Alomomola. They're rare though, so you might encounter them only if you're very lucky, and they'll remain available and incredibly hard to find in the after the event ends. I'm like, now you made me just not care because it's like, I mean, of course, when I get one, I'm like, ooh, look, I got one. But it's like, I love the shadows. I like catching them. I just don't. I've always hated that. Here's a million of the easy ones, and one of the really, really hard to get, because I'm not one of those like, look what I got. I'm king of the world because I have this one thing, right? And that's probably why I've never really been a huge Pokemon fan. That style of gameplay doesn't grab me. But what about you, Joe? Do you go, oh, I want to hunt these down because they're more rare? Does it make it more special because they're rare for you?
If I get them, I get them. Like I know that's horrible to say.
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna try, but I'm not gonna be broken up if I don't find them.
Yeah, I get you. It goes from Friday to Monday for the event, but then on Saturday, in the middle of everything, we get no. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I skipped some of the biggest news for some people. Celebrate with
Luvdisc
avatar
shoes.
items. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
love
not just
disc themed everything. Love disc
yeah,
top, ripped love
ripped.
disc
Love the
jeans,
jeans.
and love disc shoes. Oh yeah, this is gonna be
uh,
awesome.
but on Saturday,
I am all. It's gonna cost like $100, and I'm all over.
you're not. You're a liar.
You
Uh,
are spot on.
yes.
You know, I heard on the radio this morning that this year people are spending an average of almost $200 for Valentine's Day this year. So, clearly my wife's going to buy me these Love Disc items for Valentine's Day, right?
Not
Price
if she
price
really
is
loves
no
you.
issue.
uh yeah, as she
Yeah,
has 3 kids hanging off of her
that
and
is
yeah.
I am a frugal person. I am
Yeah, your whole studio setup says that. I get you.
yeah, my whole studio setup was paid with blood money.
Quite literally. That's
Yes.
awesome.
For those
But
that do
that's
not recall, I do plasma to help fund my hobbies.
nah, I'm editing
I
that out.
almost
Nobody doesn't want to
I
hear
almost
that.
said habits.
Your habits, well, fair enough with the Stardust. But Saturday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time zones, you'll have Lickitung Raid Day. And he'll be a 4-star raid, no body slam. And this is one of those deals that can, if you go to the right gyms and raid, you could possibly get your next pass invite later,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Because
Yeah,
there's going
yeah,
to be so many people, it increases the odds of it
yeah.
actually turning into an EX raid. But that also depends on if it's an EX raid eligible gym. And for those that don't remember, you can determine that by clicking on the gym and looking at the top right. It will say EX raid or
Oh,
EX
nice.
something. It has a little icon on there telling you if it's EX eligible. Now, body slam is a good move.
Okay.
It's so far it's one of the best moves for Snorlax. I assume it's going to be comparable for Lickitung. This might actually make Lickitung decent in the lower tier PvP. Um, in Great League,
Yeah.
I'd have to check the math on that, but I kind of get a gut feeling that Lickitung with Body Slam will actually be a decent contender, especially because it's only weak to fighting, being a normal type.
You're weak to fighting.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but
I'm looking up the weather right now to see what it's going to be like on Saturday here. And it says sunny and a high of 51. So I
yeah,
might just go out right at 2 o'clock because a mile down the road is a park that, unless they've gone and taken away X-ray eligibility from gyms, which I haven't heard anything about, that's an X-ray gym. So I know if I go there at 2 o'clock on Saturday, where it's going to be nice day, everything, so I can sleep in, all that jazz. I can go and I'll find randos there battling, and I can possibly earn myself an X-ray pass.
there you
So I
go.
might. Which the last time I did that, right? I went to that gym, got an X-ray invite, however they release, a month later, to however long the distance is. I'm like, sweet. And the day of the X-ray pass, rainy and cold as crap the whole day, and we all
Well,
sat in our cars shivering and doing the X-ray.
and you never know what it's going to be like in the last week. I don't know how it's been there, but we've had 65 plus degree weather, we've had snow, and we've had flooding here in the last like 10 days. So
We got at my house, we got snow for 20 minutes last
Yeah,
Saturday.
for a couple hours maybe.
Well,
Longer.
now Atlanta proper and some northern parts of Atlanta actually got some snow. Here in Conyers, we got, and I went to actually this park because I took my kids. That's where they play basketball. So I took my kids to basketball. And it was basically frozen rain. I mean, not technically. I mean, it looked like snowflakes, but it was not sticking to anything. But it came down long enough for me to take a quick picture of all the ground being muddy, and I sent it to Phil, like the blizzard of 2020, because Phil's up in Philadelphia where it was really cold. And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Zoom in on the picture. When you zoom in, you can then see the flakes because of the 4K camera. You can then see the flakes. But other than that, it just looked like muddy ground." That's it to him. But yeah, that's how it goes there. So yeah,
That's
it's
the
gonna be a good
South.
weekend. It's gonna be a good weekend. KiltedPipeGuy says it's too cold for snow here where he is. That's really
I didn't
freaking
know that
cold.
that was possible.
It might be a colloquialism thing. It's just cold. All right. So Joe, you finished 50
I didn't.
great bleak. When it says I've completed it. You know, you can't use that. It's this is from
Chris,
the self
Chris underscore Tucker underscore.
Do you hear the Pokemon coming out of my mouth?
I sure hope there's not Pokemon coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, that's
You
the best
should
Chris.
definitely consult a doctor about that.
But that's the most famous Chris Tucker line out there. And then anyway, all right. Name those movies if you're in the chat. That'd be great. 50 great Battle League battles. Nothing special I know, but I've recorded every mon I've come up against. And here is some analysis. It's just numbers.
Yeah,
What
so
are you reading
they've
out of
just
this?
kept track of what they've battled against in these 50 Great League battles. And they also provided their own lineup. So they use Victory Bell, Bronzong, and Hariyama. And they didn't say how many of these they actually won. But the most used Pokemon by a fair margin were Azumarill and Altaria. And then Lapras and Registeel. And all of the rest were used 7 times or less. But Lapras and Registeel, he ran into 10 times apiece. I mean, that's 20% of his battles. He ran into them. But yeah, he ran into quite a bit, quite a few. I'd like to. I'm curious where they are located. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because you get randomly matched up. Because I noticed that Tropius was on there, and Tropius is a very good Pokemon for PvP, but well, it's a regional that's appeared in one event, I think, and then is in Africa. So, but yeah.
And I mean, if you go to places like Go Fest, you can possibly trade. I say possibly because every trade sign everybody had was looking for the yeah. And since we're on the Go Battle League, Rock Eddie, who's here live now, said, "Hey, I sent you some stuff on Facebook." That was the restoration thing. Okay, this Monday we moved up to Ultra and Go Battle. We will be battling in Ultra till February 24th, 2 weeks. So currently, this meta everyone is using is Fat Giratina, Snorlax, and Togekiss. That's just shameful. Fat Giratina.
So there's 2 different Giratina forms.
Togekiss. But mostly Giratina. Oh, now you won't say Fat Giratina. I see. You can't stand behind your shaming, Eddie. All right, fine. But Giratina will probably be banned during season 1.
It makes me think of Napoleon Dynamite. Giratina, you fat lard.
But it's the form. I know it's the form. It's just a slang for the form of it. But stop it, Joe. We're not using that. But yeah, so it's now Ultra till February 24th, and he thinks that Giratina will probably be banned during season 1. Now the question I have, and I don't know if we have the answer for it yet, but it says if you don't play, you won't be able to get in the season. Now you won't be able to get in season 1. I've done a few battles.
That's not what they said.
Is that not what they said? I thought it was what they said.
What they said was if you don't play in season 1, you're not going to get Lucha Libre.
Okay, all right. So I was going to say I've played a few battles, but I forgot. After last week I played a few battles and I won more than you did. But then I forgot it existed until tonight, to be honest with you.
Ultra League. I should definitely use this team, huh? Can't you see it on my
Squirt gun.
card?
I love that you call it squirt gun. Tell everybody what squirt gun is.
So
That's awesome.
I've got a team saved where basically it's for research tasks when you just have to play, and so it's my losing team of a 41 CP Vaporeon, and these were all caught in the wild like this: 41 CP Vaporeon, a 31 CP Gold Duck, and a 38 CP Kingler. So
All right. Well, I guess I have to finish my battles to move. So I still have 2 out of 5 battles played. I guess I should finish that run later. Not now on the show, obviously, but yeah. By the way, every time they do an update to this thing, it used to be they've made it worse because they're killing my battery. But in this case, like, no, they make the graphics just a little bit better every single time they update. And it's looking sharp, man. It's looking really sharp. Now I'm digging it.
you sure? You're definitely a ground type Pokemon with how much you say you can dig it.
Can you dig it? We can dig it. We can dig. All right, top 18 Pokemon Go battle in Ultra League. Well, Fat Guaranteed is going to be on the top of that, right? It says that top
is.
Yep. So which one? So okay, I have Fat Giratina. The other one is Dehydrated Giratina. I mean, just look like you let the air out of the balloon on that one. The wings are all shriveled, and
they're doing the splits,
doing the worm.
Yep.
All right. So what do we got here with this nice graphic that user Eric90 put in? ARIK. I'm assuming that's Eric90. So yeah, who do we got here on this graphic?
So we've got the 2 different Giratina forms. We've got Mew, and this actually provides a specific move combo with everyone, which I mentioned specifically for Mew because you're going to be using a lot of TMs to get this specific combination. But it's Shadow Claw, and the charged attacks are Psyshock and Overheat specifically. And Mew, what the nice thing about Mew, although people are going to be expecting this moveset now, assuming people want to devote sufficient, basically rare candies and charge TMs to it. But the nice thing about Mew is you don't necessarily know what moves it has. And so you don't know if it's going to be super effective against you or not. But yeah, so Mew is there. And then Registeel, Swampert, Cresselia, Regirock, Machamp, Armored Mewtwo.
He still looks really cool.
Regice, Venusaur, Blaziken, Gliscor, Muck, Heracross, Lucario, Lugia, and Dragonite. And so basically, with the exception of a couple of these, you're looking for people that have a decent amount of survivability coupled with a decent amount of attack. Or at least can soak up some damage, have good typing. Like the Regis don't have that high of an attack, but their defense is huge.
Sure.
And
makes sense.
I mean, same thing with Armored Mewtwo. Its attack is okay, but they buffed up its defense quite a bit. And so yeah, good stuff.
Isn't that what you want in general in PvP? Is a high defense, a low attack?
Yes. Yep.
And I still don't understand why the low attack. Why not a high attack and high defense? Why not 15s across the board?
Because a higher level matters more than higher IVs. And so having lower attack stats, because the attack stat is makes your CP higher than the other 2 stats.
Okay.
It's balanced in favor of the attack stat. And so having a lower attack IV helps you lower your CP sufficient enough to get more power-ups before the CP cutoff for each of the leagues.
I got you. And Eddie says the low attack, the higher the HP you can get.
Yep, exactly. And Rock Eddie is actually surprised because this list doesn't include Feraligatr or Togekiss. He personally would put those both on this list. So
Fair enough. I don't remember. I Togekiss I definitely have, but I don't remember if I've kept my for alligators at all.
your feral alligators for alligators,
Yeah,
or
that would
I
be
have
it.
a, I have a bunch of them. I've got 8 of them.
Not too special. I don't know why I said that. You are special, Joe. Everybody likes you. Moving on. There is a 3 shield bug in this game that, of course, I don't PvP enough to have noticed it, but Niantic is acknowledging it. And this is, I'm assuming this is only on live opponents versus fighting the trainers of each
Correct.
whatever.
So apparently it's possible, and we don't know what triggers it, but it's possible that an opponent could use more than the standard 2 shields. Um, and so apparently there's, well, if they claim, Niantic claims it's due to latency issues. And so if one or both of the trainers have a weak connection, their theory is that that is what causes it to not consume your shield when you actually click to use it. So you still use the shield, but it doesn't actually lower um, the number of times you're allowed to use the shield. So it doesn't actually consume it. So that would be annoying. So fun.
Yeah. And Eddie clears up. He's saying for alligator actually counters both Togekiss and a Giratina.
Yeah, by using Ice Fang.
Yeah.
So
Fang. Ice
fine.
Fang. All right. This is a good discussion. Then we'll hit the break right after this. Should the daily free raid pass work in premium battles? Now I gotta ask you. This is what we're referencing in the Great Battle League, where you have to pay to get into the premium stuff, right? The prizes or whatever.
Yes.
So I didn't even check it. So obviously, you have to have a premium raid pass to buy the premium. So it's money for money. And the question is by MJ7 Computer on Self Road on Reddit. Don't you feel bad without a way to use it in PvP? Talking about the free raid pass. Since game started, I'm playing it, and my medallion says I've done 90 raids total and 130 battles in Great League now. Sadly, I can't use the free daily raid pass to make a premium raid. I hope they'll change it one day. Here's a hint: they won't, because you have a free way to play Great Battle League or Ultra Battle League
But
or
not the
whatever it's going to
premium
call,
ones.
but not the premium ones. But you also don't have a you see, but you have, you know what I'm saying, that okay, so you raid, you get a
Well, I
free
guess
pass, you can raid.
technically you could still do it for free by saving up your coins from gyms, but
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you can battle and get prizes for free. You can up those prizes by spending money. That's gambling, not gambling. That's experience 101. Selling the experience, but basically they're not going to change it because
they want money.
yeah, I mean it's that, here's the free basic package. We use it in software all the time, right? Here's this free version. If you want the extras, please pay to unlock the extras, because we have to make money. Right? And I know people are, oh, to make so much money, but I understand. I don't like paywalls. I don't like how they were handling some of this when they first announced it. But the reality is, on business, as long as you've got a way to, in this particular game, to do this thing, it's the same experience, right? It's the same type of battles. It just ups the rewards. So they're not going to give you the free raid pass to use that, because you're not going to get better rewards for free. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. And so basically, you agree with Nathan Epp. The key word is premium.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying I back it. I'm not saying they're right for doing it. Well, I am kind of saying they're right for doing it, because it's like, at some point it comes down to how much does a company owe you for free? We can literally, and Joe, you and I mostly do play without putting any money into this game. You put more than I have. I think I put like $20 into it,
Yeah.
max.
when GoFest came around this past time, I put in like $50. I think I put in a total of like $60 or $70 into the game.
I think technically I put in no dollars because I want to say uh, Paul Puck or somebody gave me a gift card for the first
It was probably Paul.
thing.
Paul sent me a gift card as well.
Yeah. So I used that to put money into the game. So technically I haven't put any of my own money in. So and that's the thing. 3 years plus now, I haven't put any money in. Somebody needs to, and this is what's called an incentive. Sure, if you like playing for free, here's the prizes you get. So yeah, it's a good discussion, Joe. And if you disagree, definitely jump in and let me know. But I think it's yeah.
I'm curious to see how much it would actually impact their bottom line. Simply because you only get one a day, and at this point, you could either use it for raids, assuming they went with this route. You could use it for one raid or one premium battle. I don't think it would make that big of a difference personally, but
What incentive do they have to do it? Where do they get the where does
they
Niantic get the
they
benefit?
don't. It's just a quality of life improvement for the players.
I would kind of disagree with that statement. I don't think it is a quality of life improvement. I mean, quality of life improvement is being able to hold down the slider and go through our list of things, things that we do all the time. Being able to get
You mean
better
like they
rewards
do with
for
the
free.
Pokemon, the
Yeah, yeah,
slider?
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, the Pokemon slider. Yeah, exactly. But to be able to get better prizes for free is not necessarily quality of life. It's akin to, not quite, but it's borderline taken away from those who do pay to give you a little bit, right? Everybody gets I don't know. Everybody gets free. Would it hurt them to do it? No. Should they do it? Will they do it? No. Is my complete. There's your whole take on it. No. No. All right. So Kilted's put in the 99 P. I think that's how you say that, 99 P.
Pound.
Um, well, it's not a
No.
full pound, right? Because we would say 99 cents. I think they say 99p is how they say it. Pence. Yeah. So P, yeah, I got it right. So P is short. I was close, but Joe, we're gonna take a quick break for all the awesome people on dude. I cannot speak tonight. All awesome people on the podcast listening. The way you support us is by listening to a few of these awesome ads. We appreciate you, and we'll be back in just a moment. Awesome. And we're back. That worked out perfectly. I've been having a hard time finding the break when I've edited the show. So there's that. Thank you for sitting tight
I
here
was
on
wondering why you clapped. I assumed that was it.
Yeah, to put that nice big huge spike in. So there's a little space and a big spike. And I also noticed the time, so that'll help. All right. How would you feel? Dang it. Joe, why don't you just
Hooked on a feeling.
Ooga shaka. Do it without me. Go ahead.
That's okay. So this comes to a lot of tonight is suggestions. Actually, we went over all the different events that are coming up, and we've talked about the events that are currently ongoing. But there's been a lot of really good brainstorming from the community this past week on different things that they would like to see, and so this is one of those. It comes to us from an online handle, right on the nose,
Ding, ding.
and they said, "How would you feel about putting raids on your own terms, like Battle League?" So basically, raids will be playable anywhere and anytime with any number of people, where groups are just a bonus. Um, I kind of wonder how this would work. Because do you just pick from the current lineup? And I'm not sure if they actually go into the logistics of how uh, of how you could do it. Like, does it just everybody? Okay, this one's available right now. Bloop. But anyway, regardless, the mock-up is pretty neat. It allows you to basically do raids. The thought process here is you could do raids with anybody, anywhere. What I would like to see personally,
Technically, you can't now. It's just called spoofing.
What I would love to see is being able to actually coordinate with people on your friends list, and if you're best friends, being able to invite, say, one or two best friends. Let's just say one. You can invite one best friend to join you remotely. I think that would be amazing because it would. I think more raids would happen, which means more premium raid passes would get used, which means Niantic would make more money.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
instead of going full willy nilly like an online handle is suggesting, and I do like their mock ups, are nice. Um, and you could even incorporate the mock up, specifically that third part. Um, it has a nearby and it has different public raids that are happening. If you did that where you had a list of your best friends that are currently in a lobby and you could click join, that would be awesome. Similar
I
to
like it.
that one on the right. Yeah. I think that would be an excellent way of doing it. So leave the raid system as it is, but allow people, if you're best friends, to have one best friend remotely join you. I think that's a win-win for everybody. More raids would happen. Niantic would make more money. What do you think?
I agree. I would be personally incentivized to rate. I have like 20. I was about to go check. I have about 20 or so uh premium raid passes because I got them out of boxes and I just don't raid. Or if I do, if I go on a raid day, you use your free one and then you raid and then you spend again, you get 5 free raid passes on a raid day. So I usually have a free one just stored away somewhere. Um, but if I can get my friends, I don't think you should limit it to one. I think it'd be cool to be able. I don't know. Maybe you have to, but if Joe, you like, hey, dude, I'm going to be doing this, or Terry, or El Gringo Suave, or any of the people who are really into the game would just tag me out. It's like, look, we're going to be doing this raid at 2 o'clock your time. Just hit the app. I would do that every time. As long as I was free, as long as I wasn't busy doing something
Just
else.
send you a text saying, "Hey, loser, get in this raid."
Yeah, yeah, basically. And I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And because now I know I'm playing with somebody I like, I know. And in this case, just like Great Battle League, it seems like the idea is, oh, I don't have to coordinate with a bunch of people to get there at the same time in one place. I go, oh, you just texted me and I'm in my office. I can take 5 minutes out of my day. Let's do this, Joe, and jump in from my office when you're up in Tennessee. And right then, right there, I'm not having to drive across town or to another city to go do it. And I would do this all. And it should only be a premium. It should only be a premium feature. Use only your premium ballot. And that would get me to put money in when Terry and everybody who listens to the show and we communicate with on Twitter and or Discord. Nicole can hit me up, and because I'm up at odd hours, she's like at my time midnight. Nah, I guess it wouldn't be whatever. She'd be like, "Hey, let's do this raid." And I'm like, I'm down. And now I'm playing with KiltedPipeGuy in Scotland and Nicole in Austria and Barry Folk. Where in the world is Barry Folk? But that would get my money in a heartbeat.
Yep. I think it's a win-win-win-win-win-win. And this just in from Eddie, Rock Eddie 33. Go League Battle is down again.
Oh no, I was going to play after the show.
Theoretically, only for the next 30 minutes, but yeah.
Okay, so we might still be able to play a
It's
little
down
bit.
again.
All right. That's kind of funny. Now is it down because you can't get into it, or is it hey we had to take it down announcement?
It's unavailable so they can perform some server maintenance.
Yeah, that's fair.
Apparently, they have
Huh.
a website specifically dedicated, a web page specifically dedicated to Go League status and known issues now.
You know what? There you go.
What was it? 2 weeks ago, we were like, they need to tell us more. Well, apparently they're trying now.
I like it. I like it. I was clearing out some Pokemon just to catch something that randomly popped up in my yard. And I'm like, wait, I don't recognize that. And apparently back on January 7th, my gotcha got this, and I had no idea. I'm gonna give it a second to clear out there. I got a tranquil, whatever the heck that is. I mean, I can see it's a bird, but uh yeah,
It's
so apparently I had a Pokemon experience of the week that I didn't realize I had.
dun dun dun. Just because you don't know, you don't know Jack.
You don't know? Now you know, playa. All right. Hey there, trader Hunter.
This is a player named Gus. You ever watch Psych?
Psychic, yeah. Haunter evolved to Gengar during the raid day event window. Should learn the exclusive move, Lick and Psychic. We talked about this a little bit last week, didn't we? This is just the official confirmation.
Yes. And I'm blanking on when this raid day actually is happening. But yes, if you evolve during that time, so it's not just ones that you catch during these raids, but it's also if you evolve into a Gengar.
Right, because you have to do it in that time frame.
But I'm trying to look.
Nicole says, isn't it this Saturday?
The Lickitung one is this Saturday. This is
Yes.
specifically a Gengar one. And I'm kind of wondering if it already happened. I'm blanking. I don't know.
Well, when was
there's
okay,
so
so
many
the
events
date.
going on right now that I'm just like,
When, no, it can't have happened because the date on the tweet is February 10th.
yeah, it's 3 days ago that the tweet went out. So I don't.
Right,
Oh wait,
we should
if I
put it
scroll
on.
up, March 1st. The person asking actually included the dates.
Okay,
So,
there you
because
go.
I keep looking at infographics for February because there's so many things happening in February. I'm not thinking about March right now. Yeah, so it's March 1st, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. And so if you evolve a Haunter into a Gengar during that time, the Gengar will learn the exclusive moves, but it will not have the party hat. If you get ones from raids, it will have a party hat.
I think more people want the exclusive move than they want the party hat.
Yeah, I don't really care for the party hat. But I say that, but I also kind of want to see when they finally get around to it, mega shiny Gengar with
Party
a
hat.
party hat. So, and Rocketti actually sent us an updated infographic that has the beginning of March on there as well. And so it has Armored Mewtwo coming back at the tail end of February, and then it has the Party Hat Raid Day with Nidorino and Gengar. I remember talking about this last week actually, because we talked about Nidorino and Gengar being some of the first Pokemon to
Sure,
fight.
yeah.
And then Go League, the Battle League, the season one actually starting on the 1st as well. So, yep.
Yep. It's a March 1st. Mark your calendar full. Community days. So here's another discussion. Community days should be spawned packed like Spoink was this last spotlight hour. And apparently,
Did you see
I
the
drove
Spotlight
home.
Hour?
I did not. Apparently, I drove home during it because I went to clean out my Pokemon. I was like 50 Spoinks. Like, all righty then. I guess
they were everywhere, and I still didn't get a shiny, but that's okay.
I didn't
'cause
either.
Shiny Spoink looks kind of weird because it looks like the color of an actual pig, even though Spoink is a Steel type Pokemon,
Right.
and that just I don't know. It creeps me out a little bit.
And now this other one, but yeah, I mean, I just opened my bag to clear it out. I'm like, oh, wow, I guess that happened.
Here's Eddie correcting me again. I said that the Go League started on March 1st. It starts on March 9th at 1 p.m. I saw the one and it stuck in my head as March 1st, but no, it's starting on March 9th. So,
All right. Enough with Joe being wrong. At least it's not me this week. I'm happy with that. Now, I actually disagree with this suggestion. This
do you?
suggestion, yeah, and I'll tell you why. This
It's only for
suggestion,
3 hours.
I don't think you're looking at the same thing I'm looking at, Joe.
I'm still on the community day one. Am I a step behind you?
Yeah, you are
All
because
right.
yeah.
Well, fine.
All right. Would you like to continue talking about Community Day?
No, I just really like that. I think that they should be all over the place during
Oh
community day.
yeah, no, I'm down with like just flood the market, man. Do that.
He
But no,
can
this one
dig it.
I can dig it. This is coming from Bapper. It said least caught Pokemon should be prioritized in the nearby.
I agree.
Now do a simple blah blah. Nearby should show rare. But
Your
shut
energy's
up.
ready.
I know it's ready. I need to just turn that off on Thursday nights.
All right, for those with the bingo card, the energy's ready.
I need to.
I really should make a bingo card.
You really should rip off horseshoes and hand grenades. Why don't you? But basically, you can pick the best Pokemon to exclude from nearby. This happened to me a couple of times. My friend who haven't caught a Gibble noticed a familiar silhouette in the nearby. Since new Pokemon are prioritized. However, I didn't since I hatched one and only one. And since I foolishly evolved it, I don't see Gibites either. Yesterday, Bob is 100 meters away. Yeah, okay. I kind of get it, but at the same time, I gotta tell you, man, when I see something, now you will see it, especially if it's 100 meters away, it's going to be on your side. It's just not going to be on the top three in your nearby. You have to hit the little
No,
button.
if there's enough stops, it won't be on your nearby at all.
Okay, if you play, yeah.
If you've caught all of the Pokemon that are within whatever the radius is,
The non-shadows, yeah.
it automatically looks at the closest stops.
Yeah, and honestly, I like that because it's like, oh, here's a shadow, and I hit it, and it's like, I'm not going way over there. I can't get way over there right now. I'm busy. But if I hit, even if it's not a shadow, I go, oh, I want that, and I click on it, and it's like, yeah, I know that it's going to be the closest one to me. Personally, I just like that mindset of now. If you can put in some settings to say, I'd rather prioritize least caught, or I'd rather prioritize nearby. But it's called the nearby list for a reason. It's nearby.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't know about you, and I want to hear your thoughts on it.
What I
But
wish so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna use an analogy here. Okay, you ready?
yeah,
At work,
I
if
don't
there's
get it.
an email that I want to remember, I can mark it as not read, and then I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh, what's this email? I need to read it. What if we could do something similar with Pokemon, where we can set a flag as if it hadn't been caught, like have the nearby treat it as if it hasn't been caught, so that you can
Sure.
specify, you can have specific Pokemon that if they are within the giant radius, you will always be notified that they're there.
It's hard to imagine.
Because so with that functionality, that would actually do two things. If you have it marked for it to behave as if it hasn't been caught, it'll be prioritized on your nearby list, and also the Pokemon Go Plus or the Gotcha, the peripherals, will also light up yellow instead of green when trying to catch it. And so you can be like, oh, I better catch this manually instead of clicking the button.
That's fair. I do have a hard time imagining you have so many stops in between you and 100 meters away. That's like 200 feet, roughly, I think. Yeah, thank you. Google it. Somebody else is going to Google. I'm sure they'll correct me. But I mean, 100 meters
100
is
meters
not
is 328 feet.
so not that far in the sense of
a little over a football
Pokestops. Well, that's two and a half football fields. But you know what I'm saying? Is that's what 4 blocks?
A football field is 100 feet.
100 yards, actually.
Or sorry, 300 feet.
We're both off. So yeah. So yeah, it's a football field away. So you're talking about a couple of blocks. You have that many Pokestops in a couple of blocks that
In
you can't
some
have.
areas, yeah,
Not
especially if this is
man.
a downtown area.
Okay. Oh, Nathan says all it takes is
Yeah,
one stop with 9
exactly that
Pokemon. I
too.
didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't realize that.
100 meters for the nearby list, you're not going to see that.
I think better than that. We have our buddies, right? Why can't we say I want to hunt this Pokemon?
Hunt the buddy.
Or yeah, the buddy or some other little marker, but you get to pick one. Because that's what the buddy and then they've changed the buddy
You know
system.
what?
Now the buddy is you
Here we
play with
go.
people.
You ready? I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Say it anyway.
A premium item similar to the Rocket Radar for specific Pokemon.
There you go.
You click it, it zooms out just like the Rocket Radar, and it tells you if there's any Pokemon of the specific type that you're saying within that distance.
And Nicole says that's what I meant, Joe. Yeah, multi-part item in game. Oh, okay. Sorry, we didn't read it down. Nicole says I almost want them to make a multi-part item in game that you can use to track down one specific type of Pokemon. So yeah, she honestly did get that out before you did, Joe.
She
How
did.
did you just hate women, Joe? Do you just not respect Nicole? Is that why you stole her idea?
Sorry, I was just pulling a Charles and ignoring.
Oh, oh no, no, bad touch, Joe. Bad touch. No, I am down. I think Ibbot may have even said something along those lines a while back, where it was, and I get that hunt the one you want. Just make that nearby is honestly fairly useless until it's not. I think most of the time it doesn't do a whole lot for you, and then when the shadows are out, because it prioritizes the shadows. Yep. That's when it's useful to me. Now I get what you're saying. You want to get more Gibble so you can, build a candy, whatever you want to do with it. Fine. It's just, I don't know, man. It's something could be added. No doubt about it. Something could be added. Like beards. We could put beards in the game.
I put this in just for you because I knew you would agree with it.
Yeah, man. I know it's an Asian thing to have everybody be like 18 years old and baby face.
You're lucky if they're 18.
Yeah, I mean, I want my grizzly man face in the game. And yeah, I'm down for having facial hair on our avatars.
I want my avatar to look like the chubby hiker from the games. That's what I want.
I don't know that I've seen that one. I'm sure you'll find a picture and throw it up in our chat.
I will.
There's a bunch. But yeah, I don't know if they'll do that. Just because it's not in their culture, and still we have to remember it's still an Asian based game. No matter how you look at it.
Yeah, I want to be an old man with a beard and.
Let me be the old wise grandfather from Dragon Ball Z. I'll take that.
The pervert.
Was he? I don't know.
Oh, very much so.
Okay, well, I guess if it fits, it fits.
Let's just say, Charles, you're the one that said you wanted it. Mr. Tambourine wants to be bald. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that they could add other than clothing. That would be nice customization options.
Now, I'll tell you now, I'm not paying 100 Pokecoins for a freaking beard. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, because that's the price of some of these shirts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen. I'm looking at the styles right now. I think poses are the dumbest thing. I'm sorry. I just do. 250 for a sweater? Are you stupid? I'm not paying 250 for a real life sweater, much less an in-game sweater. 400 Pokecoins for a Pikachu onesie?
Oh, Charles.
Joe, why did you buy that? That's just dumb money.
So that my avatar could match me in real life? I run around in that onesie all the time.
Okay, see, you joke, but I would believe you have a Pikachu onesie in your house that fits you. I would believe that all day long.
My wife saw a Snorlax onesie and she's considering getting it for the baby for Halloween.
Oh, nice. Nice. Nathan up got slammed down by the Nightbot.
That's what happens when you put all caps.
But I can
Nightbot
read.
says, ah.
Yeah, but I can read what he said. He said, "Where are the socks?" And you are correct. Why do they not wear socks in this game?
There
I
are
don't
socks,
get it.
aren't there?
No, those are short
No,
pants.
there's socks.
They're
Oh,
like the bottom
yeah,
half of
they're
pants, is what they are.
leggings, is what
There you
they
go,
really are.
leggings. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're flipping through it right now, Joe, and it's like,
Oh, apparently female avatars have socks. We
the
can't let those females show their ankles.
odd flex, but I'll allow it.
She says suck it, but I think what she meant is sock it.
So all right, we got stuff to do. We're on our time here. You want to do the call before or after the trivias? What you don't even have
Go with the
trivias
call
in.
first.
Yeah, because I just noticed you don't even have the trivias in.
Oh, I've got everything. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, I don't think you do. But here we go. Shush.
You shush.
Hey, you guys! Cheeky Nashville here, and I'm from Nashville. Hey, I got a question for Chalks.
What?
Hey, brother,
Hey, bro.
why are you participating in the Go Battle League? You're a filthy casual. You can't keep up. You need to slow down. Hey, you didn't catch a Snorlax for maybe 3 years. You had to wait until the Sleeping Snorlax event to get one. So you can't participate. Well, you can. I don't mean to be rude, but you shouldn't. Anyway, Joe, I love your voice. I love your podcast voice. You're a cool dude. And I just want to know one last thing.
What?
When is the Forgotten Man coming back on the podcast? Coverville, get him back on. I miss that dude. Anyway, love the show. I crave, I want, I need. I will throw a magnetic lure on the Joe. Bring him to me. Lure him over to me. Anyway, I love the show. Peace. Chick.
You know, Nashville's only like 3 hours away from me. I should make a weekend and drive up there and spend some time with Cheeky.
Yeah. I mean, that would be an awesome thing to do. So Cheeky, you kind of proved your own point. Whereas when I opened up the Go League battle, and I never did finish the ones I started, so that's fair. And then Joe and I were talking that I think maybe Brian Ibbett is Cheeky Nashville. Trying to keep touch on it because next week I'm going to be out, and we're trying to get Brian to sit in for me because I'm going to be gone. And so you might just get your wish. Cheeky you might be Ibbett coming back on next week. So check your text. But Joseph, let me see if I can do this right. What time is it?
It is time for random trivia. Oh my! I need to get just a button that makes my voice warbly.
Yeah, do.
Anyway, this week I wanted to talk about Audino, not to be confused with Arduino. Audino is the hearing Pokemon. And so, I mean, take out the N and it's audio, so that should help me remember, right? You'd think.
You'd think.
Audino has a Mega Evolution. Mega Audino, just like all the other Mega Evolutions, you just throw Mega in front of it. Audino is a normal type. Mega Audino is a normal fairy type. And it is the hearing Pokemon. Did I say that? I think I already said that. But
I don't know. I read it earlier, so I'm not sure if you said it or if I just read it, but yeah.
Its Pokedex entry says that its auditory sense is astounding. It has a radar-like ability to understand its surroundings through slight sounds. Now, in the anime, Audino actually takes over in the Poke Centers. So, in a ton of the seasons, Nurse Joy has Chansey or Blissey later as its Pokemon helper in the Poke Centers, kind of as a nurse. But in the later generations, in the later seasons, it's an Audino that's in the Pokemon Centers with Nurse Joy, and all the Nurse Joys and Officer Jennies look identical, even though they're all related. Right. They're like cousins and sisters and all kinds of whatever. But anyway, they just didn't
Clones.
They just
They are
didn't
clones.
yeah, pretty much. So in man, Audino is available in all patches of rustling grass in Pokemon Black and White. So you can find it all over the place in the Generation 5 games. We will see if that holds true for this event that's starting tomorrow. If we will just find Audino all over the place. Mega Audino has the highest base defense of all normal type Pokemon. So it'll be interesting to see. I haven't seen a lot of buzz about Audino's PvP potential. Perhaps its attack is simply too low. And I haven't checked to see what moves it gets in Pokemon Go, which is a huge factor as well. But as far as its attack is pretty low. Its defense and special defense, Mega Audino, to put a number on it, they're both 126. Now, in the main series games, basically anything where your total stats are 600 or above puts you in mythical or legendary range. Mega Audino's point stat total in the main series games is 545. So even the Mega form isn't hitting legendary stats or anything like that. Now, Chansey, we're getting shiny, so we're probably not getting the Audino shiny. But I actually kind of like the Audino shiny better than the normal, which isn't always the case for me. The Mega Audino shiny is like no different, but the Audino shiny changes from pink to purple.
Yes.
And it looks pretty neat. Audino is the only Pokemon introduced in Generation 5 that got a Mega Evolution. So.
Okay. And they just like got rid of all its color. It's like, oh no, we're just gonna like monochrome it down. A little pink tips. We're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, it looks like a rabbit-ish, right?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people think that it's based off of a combination of a nurse and rabbit. So, and then its little feelers on its head kind of look like a stethoscope to some people when you take a look at it, which again goes along with the nurse feel to it.
Yeah, but then I see in the picture where Audino is just pulling it out like a string. Yeah. Like it's unraveled, is what I'm saying. So, I don't know.
That's true. But anyway, the name, like I said before, take out the N and it's audio. But a lot of people say that it's also based on I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. They were like, what should we name this? I don't know. Oh, that works awesome. We just put an N in audio. Yeah, woo. So,
yeah. Anyway.
Get out there. Grab yourself an Audino.
If you're lucky.
So
email the show at
damn it, Joe. One. What?
I had a great ending going right there. He's like, no, Charles is casual. He's not going to get anything.
You get nothing. No Pokemon for you.
Are you good now?
Yeah, okay.
Well, you don't have to be lucky to email the show at PokemonGoPodcast.com. If you'd like to speak to us, just like Cheeky Nashville, you go to PokemonGoPodcast.com and there's a nice speak pipe tab right there on the right-hand side of the screen. Neutral green for everybody, so not to offend any of the choices you've made in your game. And you can leave it with any device that touches the internet, has a microphone, and you have up to 90 seconds to do that. Reddit, and I don't mean 90 seconds from the time you hear the show. I mean, you can record a total of 90 seconds on the speak pipe.
You do that right now. Go.
Right now. Reddit's r/Pokemon Go Podcast. Facebook's Pokemon Go Podcast. Twitter's at Pokemon Go Pod. Twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast is live. We record this podcast live here 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights. And for those of you who don't know, just come out to the stream. This is a podcast, and there's 186 other episodes out there that you can go and download and listen to for your drive to entertain you. Skip that. And YouTube, there's a link in the show notes, and there's a link. What is the YouTube update right now? I'm going to go look real quick.
That is a good question.
Joe, why don't you tell them about your little side project while I do that?
Yes. So my little side project is it's getting quite a bit closer. We're planning on starting to launch episodes the beginning of May. And I've got 3 custom classes, subclasses that I have designed, and I'm eventually, now they won't be all ready by the time I start the podcast, but eventually I want to design homebrew classes or subclasses for every single class that is currently available, officially published in 5th edition. In addition to that, I've got 5 homebrew races, and a couple of those have 4 or 5 sub races. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and the mechanics for all of those will be made available to the patrons. Now I need to restructure the Patreon page, but it's patreon.com/assortedgeekdom. But yeah, those are going to be made available there. A lot of fun. It'll be great. It'll be good. Yep.
We're at 107 subscribers at YouTube, and we need 1,000 to get our name across the banner.
There. Woo!
So thanks for everybody's going over there. If you haven't gone yet, take just a minute to go over there and search Giant Size Team Up. And
take
go
a
ahead
jaunty stroll through the interwebs and click that subscribe button.
And speaking of subs, if you like the content that Joe and I make each week and you'd like to help us out and maybe even let us make some more, hit that sub button on Twitch or throw those bits out there. Or if you're on the podcast, of course, we thank you for listening to the advertisement. If you want the ad-free version, go to patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast and you get the ad-free version of the audio each week. And depending on what level you are, you get no, that's something else. It's video. It's just the audio that goes over. Sorry, I managed too many Patreons. So, but all your help makes us super happy, and it helps us create great content. So we need you. Help me. Show me the money. I don't know. That sounded bad. Twitch, where can they find you on the web, man?
You can find me at Joseph_Ard.
And you find me at Rock God a Pod on Twitter and Rock God a Podcasting everywhere else. And tune in next week to hear Joe say,
Charles likes money like Cookie Monster likes cookies.
Nom, 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 nom. All right, there's that. I'll render it out. Joe, tell them how they can do the titles. I couldn't get it out there.
You developed a stutter all of a sudden.
I did. I was like, I'm gonna get it.
So Nicole just posted the link there to Showbot. You can go on there and vote for the title of the episode. There are quite a few submissions in there. We've got from Mr. Tambourine 19. Buy Charles a ticket for the celebrity experience. We've got Charles Can Dig It from me. KiltedPipeGuy put in Luvdisc is gold. Magikarp is gold. Charles has neither. Happy Valentine's Day.
I think I have to. I put my vote on that one. That's a good one.
Mr. Tambourine says gold Luvdisc, the shiny that smiles back. We've got Garatina, you fat lard.
That was you.
We've got Get In Loser, we're going rating.
That's actually really funny. I like that one.
We've got March Firth.
Yeah, that was you. I mean, Nicole suggested it, but you said it.
Which is funny because I used to live in a tiny little town called Firth, Idaho. And by tiny, I'm talking 500 people in the whole city. I graduated with more people than the population of Firth. Anyway, and then you put in Rocketti should be the new host.
I did indeed.
All right.
Because you kept messing things up and he was correcting you.
And if you've been here before, you know every vote counts. This usually comes down to a 1 vote difference. Right now, there is a tie for first.
Don't you mean Firth?
Firth, Idaho.
We've got Mr. Tim Reen at 3 with Buy Charles a Ticket, and Kilted Pipe Guy at 3 for Luvdisc Gold, and then of course Happy Valentine's Day. So I voted for both, honestly. So my vote's already in. Get in there, click that link real quick. We've got a minute 40 seconds left, and ready to go.
The next vote could determine everything.
We got 4 at Buy the Ticket for Charles. Mr. Tim Reed. Oh no, we got 4 for Kilted Pipe Guy. Oh, it's coming down to a minute 14. Joe, have you voted?
I've voted. I've got my votes in there.
Did you vote for both? What'd you vote for, Joe?
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of aliens.
Okay. Look, there's a bot here laughing and they're not even voting. I don't get this. Well, real quick here. Here's who we've got on the stream right now.
That bot sent us a bit.
Well, that's how they try to prove they're not a bot. We got aggressive _sock.
We've got a winner. We've Kilted Pipe Guy. Luvdisc is gold. Magikarp is gold. Charles has neither. Happy Valentine's.
Well, that's what else I was going to call out in the chat. Kilted Pipe Guys here. Lady Jasmine, Mr. Tamarine 19, Nathan Ep, Old Plain Face, Squishy Twitchy, VK Burger Pros. I'm pretty sure our bots. Win Socks a bot. Willie Scissors 617 is the name here, and of course the lovely and talented Nicole 0991 rocking the mods here. It's a bit bot. I will take a bit bot all day long. That's awesome. But Kilt, congratulations. You took it down 5-4. I've got to jet because I've got 4 minutes to start my next show. So thanks everybody for coming out, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. And quite possibly you'll have Brian Nashville coming on next week.
All right, bye guys.